Hey everyone, welcome to this video, and today is the last day of 2023 and this is the last video on this channel for this year. And from tomorrow 2024 starts, and I wish you all a very happy new year ahead. And for this video, this is a special one, and I have not ever done these kinds of video. This is the first one I'm doing, and this is gonna be listing out all the games which came out in 2023. And most of these games which I have picked are the big games of this year. Some of them are very bad, and some of them are like total flop. But we're gonna be listing them out and putting them in different tiers. So this is the first time I'm doing this, so hope you guys enjoyed it. And before I start, I should also mention this complete listing of tiers is based on my personal experience and my opinion completely. Obviously people have their own different opinion. Please let me know down below. Don't get triggered uh by my placements of this game in different tiers, because I don't like every kind of game which someone else might like. So with that being said, let's start it. So here we go. First one, we have Alan Wake 2, and oh boy, you all know it's a recent game launch, and you all know how good this one is. And I don't have anything to say about this game. This is the game of the year game for me. So literally, it gets the S spot. So S tier is the game of the year for me, I should say, completely straight up. This game has one of the best story narratives out there. The graphics are fantastic, and performance on PC is not that great, not that bad either, but considering the visual quality of this game, it does its job there. So that's for Alan Wake 2, straight up S tier, no questions for me. Many people call it the walking simulator. I don't know why you do that, but yeah, everyone has their own different opinion, so that's there. Next one, we have Ark Survival Ascended. Now, I don't know if this game is in early access still. I'm not sure, but this list has many games which I have played a little bit for the benchmark purpose, or I have played in the background, not on live stream, or I have some idea about that game. Is this list includes all those games together. So next one is Ark Survival. This one has very bad performance. It doesn't run well on my PC, and I don't think it does on a high tier PC as well, high end PC. So uh, I don't know. I don't play Ark. I have no interest in this game, so it gets a E tier for me. And like, it's not the greatest game, or not a good game, not a bad, not the worst game, which we will put in F tier. But yeah, many people like playing Ark, so there it is. I don't like it, so it gets it E tier. Next, we have Atomic Heart. Now, this game I really wanted to play it. This game came out early this year, like in January, if I can remember correct, and I played it on Game Pass, and I was really liking it. But sadly, my Game Pass subscription expired, and I never bothered playing it after that, as Hogwarts Legacy and Resident Evil 4 came out after that, and Dead Space Remake. So this game I completely forgot about it. So yeah, I don't know how it is after that. I did play this for benchmarking, so yeah, I did enjoy it. So put it on the D tier right there. It might be a B or C tier because I haven't played it fully. I cannot judge it like that. So yeah, there is good. It's good in D tier for me. Next one, we have Assassin's Creed Mirage, and this game I was really happy to see Assassin's Creed game back to its roots, especially in the recent installments like Valhalla, Origins, Odyssey. Origins was fine, but the other two was just messed. I really hate role-playing mechanics, RPG mechanics in an Assassin's Creed game. I completely love the OG Assassin's Creed formula, and this game does it really well. The gameplay, stealth, everything has been done fantastically well. Even the graphics is pretty much similar to Valhalla. They're on the same engine, and the only place where it's disappointing is the story. So If it had a good story, it would have been an A tier, but yeah, the story holds it back. So it gets a B tier for me. It's not a bad game by any means. It's a good game. And on to the next one is Counter-Strike 2. And sad to say that CSGO is no longer alive. It's become Counter-Strike 2. But I personally have no interest in Counter-Strike games. I don't play them. I don't play them at all. I just play it for benchmarking. That's it. That's the only reason. I have this game installed on my system and on this list as well. So we will put it in probably E tier as well. E tier is where the games which I don't play and I don't really enjoy playing it will be put into D tier straight up. Next up, we have Dead Island 2. Dead Island 2 looks very good in terms of visual quality, and this is a game I did not play fully. I just played it for benchmarking purpose as well, and I completely don't have that much interest in first person zombie games. And so this game will probably get a D tier for me because I have no interest in zombie games, first person zombie games, so to speak. So that is where it is, belonging to D tier. Up next, Cyberpunk 2077. This is a DLC, Phantom Liberty. And I personally do not like Cyberpunk game at all. I don't like it. Obviously, it looks stunningly good. And obviously, I call it the NVIDIA's marketing material for their newer tech. And so is Alan Wake 2 right now, kind of, but Cyberpunk is a bigger one. And I generally don't like playing Cyberpunk at all. I got so bored playing this game, the DLC. The main game, when it came out back in 2020, I just rushed through the story. Like, for some reason, it doesn't intrigue me that much. And that's the reason it's not a bad game by any means. Many people enjoy it, many people play it, but I personally don't like it that much. I just play it nowadays for benchmarking issue, but since I did play the whole DLC story, so I'll put it in the C tier there for me personally. And I'll say this word every time I put a game in a list personally, that this is my personal opinion. So do not get triggered by my listing, sorting, so to speak. So if you have your own opinion, if you don't like my opinion, please do let me know in the comments. Up next, we have Dead Space Remake. There are two fantastic remakes this year. This one and Resident Evil 4 remake. This one, Dead Space Remake, I was so shocked to see a EA game this good. Like this game is published by EA, developed by Motive, and it's a studio of EA. And I was so shocked to see a EA game do like this good, and I had to rate it like 10 out of 10 probably. Even though I didn't do a review, but I did do the review while I was playing it on live stream. I mostly play all these games on live stream, full game. And if you don't know yet, please do subscribe to my channel so you can tune into my live streams of all the new games which come out. So yeah, this game, awesome audio design, awesome graphics, fantastic story, and obviously Isaac the goat, can't say much about him. So this game is come on, I want to put it on S tier, but at the same time, Alan Wake is so different than Dead Space that I even if I want to, I cannot, just because it's a remake. I won't put it on the S tier. It gets A tier for me, but still, it's a very good game. It's one of the greatest game, I'd say. But since it's a remake, I cannot give it the S tier. So that is the only thing it holds back from S tier. But yeah, up next, we have a game which I have no interest, which I have not ever played, but I have included in the list because it's a big game of this year. That's the only reason I haven't benchmarked this game yet. I mean, at all, and I don't think I'll ever will. I have no interest in Final Fantasy games. So it goes straight to the E tier as well because I haven't played it and I don't know anything about this game. Up next, we have Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. This is the latest, the last game which came out this year, the last big game. And the world is so amazing, I should say. The visual quality, one of the best looking games in this year, alongside Alan Wake 2. Just truly amazing masterpiece visual in terms of visual quality. the world design and everything, truly open world, a massive huge map to explore with different biomes and everything. And I'm still not finished with this game. I'm still like in the 7th part with my live stream, so do subscribe to check it out, more Avatar, if you would like to. Amazing game. I don't know where the story would go. People say this is a Far Cry copy, but personally I don't think it does have Far Cry elements in it, but it is very refined in my term. In my gameplay, I have as I have played it till now, it's very refined Far Cry mechanics, way better than how it is done in Far Cry, I should say. So it's a truly good game, but yeah, I cannot give it A tier. Obviously it will get B tier along with Assassin's Creed Mirage. It's a good game, not the greatest like Alan Wake 2 or Dead Space remake. Next up we have FC24, and I have no interest in sports game, especially in football, soccer games. I do like cricket, and I have no interest in football, soccer, so I have played like FIFA 14. That's the probably the last FIFA I have played. I don't even remember, with my friends in LAN co-op, like just for time pass maybe. So yeah, I don't play FIFA. I don't benchmark these games either. And so yeah, go straight to E tier. We're gonna have lots of games in E tier probably. Let's go. Let's go to the next one. We have Baldur's Gate 3. Again, not my type of game. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it, but I do know stuff about this, few stuff about this game. I've seen videos, and it has obviously won the Game of the Year awards. And it's an RPG strategy, a turn-based game, I think. Probably, I'm not sure on that part because I have not played this game at all. I have not touched this, but many people have said it's a great game, and obviously it has won Game of the Year awards as well this year. So I have not played it. I have no interest in this game at all. It goes to E tier. I'm sorry to disappoint you all who are the Baldur's Gate 3 fans out there. I have no interest in this game, these types of games. I'm okay. So next up, moving on to another. My goodness, not this, bro. This game was the most disappointing game, and the game which I had to refund. The only game I had to refund, the only Call of Duty game I had ever refunded is this game. Oh my god, what a shame on this. A 2 hour long, 2 to 3 hour long campaign this had. Multiplayer is just me. They just fixed all the issues from Modern Warfare 2, and they put out Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer with old Modern Warfare 2 maps, original Modern Warfare 2 maps. In it, nothing new, obviously DLC maps, but we don't count that here. We are only doing the launch day, taking the launch day parameters in consideration for this sorting. So yeah, this game, man, this game should not exist even. I'd just straight up put this in a F tier. It's the most disappointing game for me this year. It straight up goes to F tier. I have nothing to say. All the assets in the campaign, if you have played it, I hope you don't even bother buying this even on sale, 50%. Not even, it's not even worth $10 in my opinion. And maybe if they sell the multiplayer separate, I would still consider buying it for $10. Otherwise, no thank you. And the level of reused assets this game has in campaign, the open story missions, I hate them. I hated them. And the story narrative has nothing solid, no solid narrative. It's just a filler. This game is complete filler for Modern Warfare 4 for them to release in 2027 or 2026. I don't know when they will do that. And it's just a filler game. Activision had to just put it out to make some more money, and that it's there. There it is. Your Modern Warfare 3. Oh boy. Worst game ever. Worst Call of Duty game ever. I can say so much about this. But yeah, let's move on to the next one, shall we? So now it's a racing game, another racing simulation game. There were other two games which I don't have probably in this list, like WRC Esports, but yeah, generally won't consider that in this list because that's not a big release. And anyway, so Forza Motorsport, I just played it, like I just streamed it for a day, and I do have this game for benchmarking. I do keep this game for benchmarking. It's a very good game to benchmark. Oh, obviously, I think I forgot F1 23. That's a big launch actually. So yeah, I forgot that game. Sorry about that. We don't have it here. But anyway, Forza Motorsport. I have no interest in racing simulation. I get bored over time playing these, and mm, I did play it. But I'm very confused between E and D. Like, I don't like racing simulation, but at the same time, I played it. So I think, yeah, I'll probably put it in E tier because I have no interest in racing sim. But I did benchmark it, I did play it, and I didn't really like it. So another game goes to E tier. So many games I don't like. Wow. Okay, next up we have Harry Potter. Not Harry Potter, but Hogwarts Legacy. So excited for Hogwarts Legacy 2 if they do it. This game, it is the early release of this year as well in February, and this game blew my mind how good this was. But it has its own performance issue day one. Now everything is fixed almost with the patches and updates. But on launch day, this was a very stuttery mess. This game, especially in Hogsmeade, the CPU utilization was very bad for this game. CPU bound and all that stuff. And I can go even longer on the performance because this game I still did till date I have included in my benchmarks, and I really enjoyed this game. I really like magic, I really like Harry Potter and Hogwarts. So saying that, I'm a bit biased on that, but at the same time its story didn't really hold up well. So if it had a great story, as I said for Assassin's Creed Mirage, this game does the same thing just like Assassin's Creed Mirage. If it had a great story, if it had an intriguing, very nice holding up story, it would have been an A tier. But yeah, it goes to B tier as well, aside beside Mirage and Avatar right there. Moving on, we have Lies of P, another game, another type of game, Souls-like game. I have no interest. I don't have any interest in sword melee combats or anything like that. Souls-like game. And so yeah, I won't say much about this. I did play for this game for one stream, and it took me like 2 hours to defeat one freaking boss. So I don't like this. So it's a nightmare. These kinds of games are for me. I'm a very casual gamer in terms of single player. So yeah, straight up to E tier. Up next, we have a game which I did not play, which I don't have access to. I don't have PlayStation 5. I could not play it, but I have seen gameplays little bit to keep myself away from the spoilers, obviously. But boy, I have played Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales on PC, and I can't wait for this to come out on PC. And in case I buy a PS5 before that, or PS5 Pro, whatever, or GTA 6, I might just go and play this on my PS5 if I buy one this year. Who knows? I probably think it will come out in 2025 on PC. But this game was so much well done, such a good improvement over Spider-Man 1. And this was a nominee for Game of the Year award. This game was like nominated for like 7 categories if I'm not wrong in the Game Awards, but it didn't win a single. That was so disappointing, bro. So yeah, this game is an A tier for me, straight up A tier, not a S tier for me, because I have not played it myself again. So there's that little bit thing which will keep it away from S tier. If I had played it, if I had really enjoyed it, I would have straight up. If I was confirm on my enjoyment, and then it would have been an S tier. But other than that, it's a A tier game pretty much. Next up, another game I do not like playing. I don't like fighting games. I have no interest. It goes straight up to E tier. Mortal Kombat 1. There it goes. Payday 3 up next. Payday 3. Disastrous launch, server issues. Till date, you cannot find a match. It's so bad the servers are. There are like maybe on Steam there are like 1,200 players, 2,000 or 1,000, 2,000 players I have seen concurrent players. That is so bad. Payday 2 has thousands and thousands of players. And this game is so awful. Like, I don't know why did they even make this. They should have delayed this for like 2 more years. This needs way more time. The mechanics are bad. Everything is awful about this game. I am a big Payday fan. I have played so much Payday 2. If you go to my channel's oldest video, the first video you will find is of Payday 2. I've played a lot of Payday 2 with my friends. But Payday 3, I couldn't enjoy it much. It gets boring over time. Nothing new. It's a bad game, bad technical issues. Performance is okay. But overall, it's a bad game, disastrous launch. It goes straight up to F tier. Besides, beside Modern Warfare 3, as this game should not exist. This should have been delayed straight up. Next up, we have a game from not this year. I am not sure when this came out actually on PS5. Did it came out on PS5 2022 or 2021? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know the exact year. But it did come out on the PC on 2023. That's why we have it here on this list. And I kind of enjoyed it. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Really liked it. I did play the whole game and I was really enjoying it. And I think it came out in August, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I cannot remember. But yeah, it's not the obviously not a S tier or a A tier game. Neither I don't know. Neither is the D tier game. I did like it, and I did play it fully. That's the reason. And the graphics are really good. And so it gets a B tier right there. No, not a B tier. I'm kidding. It goes to C tier right there because obviously Assassin's Creed Mirage, Avatar, and Hogwarts Legacy does it way better than this game, Ratchet and Clank. Since I have not played the first part, so I cannot really judge this. I don't know where the story is going and what is happening in the background. I'm not sure about. So that's the reason I'm putting it on C tier since I have not played the first part, Ratchet and Clank. What is that name? Full name? I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Remnant 2. Remnant 2. Where should we put Remnant 2? Remnant 2 is a game I played for one day and I gave up because it was so difficult for me and I couldn't enjoy it. So it's a game I don't like, but I do have it for benchmarking. So it goes right up to Mortal Kombat 1. Beside that, on E tier. So many E tiers. Isn't that shocking? Okay, next up. Oh boy. Rise of Kong. Skull Island. Everybody knows where this belongs. S tier, right? S tier. S tier in terms of the worst game of this year. But surprisingly, people voted Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 as the as the worst game of this year on my poll. And you guys were correct. That's the worst game, but so is this one, Rise of Kong. I didn't play this, but I did see gameplay. I did see benchmark videos. This game is hilarious. It's so freaking bad. It shouldn't exist. Moving on, Resident Evil 4. As I was saying before, that there were two remakes this year which were done fantastically well and just amazing. Truly a massive improvement over Resident Evil 3, obviously, and Resident Evil 2 as well, I think. But yeah, this game is not S tier, but obviously an A tier. As I said, remake. Since it's a remake, I won't put it on the S tier, and it belongs to A tier. It's a well done remake, completely like 10 out of 10 game, bro. 10 out of 10. But the only thing which is holding it from S tier in my list is since it's a remake. Anyway, moving on, we have Starfield. Starfield, oh boy.
I asked our audience, what would you ask Todd? Big question from many. Why did you not optimize this game for PC?
We did. It's running great. It is a next-gen PC game. We really do push the technology, so you may need to upgrade your PC for this game.
What? You may need to upgrade your PC for this game.
They should really upgrade their engine. It's time to upgrade your engine, Todd. Hilarious that was from Todd. I don't know how can they even say that. To upgrade your PC for this game? No, thank you. You should upgrade your engine for this game. Oh, it's high time. What a failure this is from Bethesda. What a mess this game. And we have another one on the list coming up soon. And what a bad game this is, bro. Even day one, the performance is so bad. Especially it was so CPU bound. It is, but it has still got fixes. Now it runs a lot better than how it was day one. Horrible game. But I did play it, but over time it was so boring, and I don't think I can play this ever again. I did not finish this game at all. I'll put it in D tier, straight up there. And moving on, we have Sons of the Forest. Again, another game. I just played it for benchmarking and just roaming around, doing nothing, just checking the FPS. That's it. Not my type of game, survival games. So it goes right up there on the E tier. Moving on, we have another racing game, the second on this list. We have the Crew Motorfest. The Crew Motorfest, which is locked at 60 FPS, so there's obviously no performance issue, but bro, it's time to upgrade your engine. Why is it limited to 60 FPS? I want 144 FPS or more. I know people will say that it doesn't matter in a racing game, but we as a FPS gamer, we have this tendency of having more FPS, it feels so much more smooth. I can literally feel the difference between 60 FPS and 140 FPS. Trust me, I can feel it. Even in racing games I can feel it. So yeah, it's a very good game. I personally really like the setting of this game. It's a much smaller map than Crew 2, and it's a very good game done. It goes to C tier, obviously not B tier because it doesn't have any story or anything like that. It's just a racing game there. So yeah, C tier is where it gets to. Now we are equal on all the tiers almost, except E and S. Let's see. Moving on. Oh man, why did I even put this? Is this a game? Does it even exist? I don't know. Boy, this game, what they have done. Scam 2023 with this game. They have scammed us. The scam, biggest scam in the gaming history ever, I guess. The day before. The day before you got scammed. They literally, this game was live for like 4 days on the store and they pull it out and closed their company and everyone went dark. And luckily people could get their refunds on Steam. That was very lucky for Steam people. If you have bought this, if you haven't refunded, you should better go and get your refund, mate. Okay, not gonna say much more about this. What a nightmare this is. Next up, we have Star Wars Jedi Survivor. This game also looks fantastic, but very bad optimization, and it's still dead. It is horrible in terms of performance on PC. Very bad. And story is kind of lackluster. It doesn't take it anywhere at all. It's kind of like between the second part of a trilogy. This is probably like, so yeah, it doesn't hold up that well, but I'll give it a C tier, a pass, not a D. Obviously it's way better than Starfield, but definitely not good as Hogwarts Legacy. Moving on, we have another nightmare in terms of performance and optimization on PC. The Last of Us, the worst optimized game on PC, as voted by the people, my community, you guys, on the poll. And the worst, what was I gonna say? Since this is a remake or a remaster, which was launched on PC this year, a PlayStation exclusive, this game, it has a good story in it and a bad optimization, which makes me want to put it in C, but at the same time at B. But I'm very confused. Should I prefer the optimization in terms of my list sorting? If I take that into consideration, I'll have to put it on C. But if I take the story more into consideration and the gameplay and everything, then we have to get it on B. Since this game has now been fixed, unlike Jedi Survivor, it runs very good now. It's where it should have been on day one. I think we'll give it a pass to B tier, and they have finally managed to fix the game, so that's good. That's why we put it on the B tier. There we go. We have the finals, multiplayer game, competitive. This game has very high potential, bro. This is I think the only FPS game I've enjoyed so much recently after like Call of Duty's failure. So this game I'm enjoying. I'm playing it till now also, but the only problem with this game are the servers for me. So much lag, so much packet loss, rubber banding and all that. It's very hard to play it at times. Some of the servers are so messed up. I can't even play properly. I hope they fix it. And so I think this is an online only game. it's kind of odd to place it against so many single player games. But yeah, since I really enjoy it, so we're gonna give it a beat here like that because I really enjoy playing it in my free time with my friends. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, there's other games which are a lot of fun, like Lethal Company. So moving on, we have the next Bethesda game, as I was talking about earlier. The second failure of Bethesda this year, not the second, probably technically Red Dead. Oh my God, Redfall is the first failure this year from Bethesda, and it is probably a game which I was having fun initially with my friends, but over time it got so boring and repetitive. The performance is so bad, the game looks dull, such a bad engine, arcane engine they have. And yeah, like they had this very good idea of a zombie co-op, sorry, not zombie, vampire co-op shooter game. It's a unique idea and good take on that, but the game fails in every department. Like everything is bad in this game, and I think for that reason this game gets pretty much D tier, right beside Starfield, the second failure of Bethesda this year. But this one is worse than Starfield, I guess. Like Redfall needs to get some serious updates to make it even a C tier game. I don't think it will be able to reach that spot with huge amount of content update. Like the reason I'm not putting it in E tier is the only reason is that this game, the devs are still updating this game. They have still not given up on this game. So that's why I'm putting it into D tier. That is it. That is Redfall, my friends. So next one we have Street Fighter 6, another fighting game. Just like Mortal Kombat 1, I have no interest in fighting games, so straight up no nonsense, E tier. It's spot. And we have one more game remaining, the Golem, Lord of the Rings Golem. Like this game, the rise of Kong Skull Island, Payday 3, these games should not have existed at all. Just forget about Day Before that. We can just get rid of that. Don't consider that. It needs a separate tier of scam tier probably. But boy, Golem, I have not played it, but I have seen many videos and it's so hilarious to see that game. Especially the graphics optimization is so horrible, the worst probably. So there we go, my friends. This is gonna be it for this tier list video of all the games in 2023. Not all the big games, most of the big games which I have played technically, and also not have played but seen gameplay, and some are which I have not played. So this is the last video of this year, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. So do let me know all your opinions down below in the comments. I would love to check them out. I am very like good with checking comments, like not great, but I do check the comments of most of my videos when I can, and I also reply and like them. So do let me know down below your own opinion. So this is it for this one, my friends. I'll see you guys next year. Until then, bye bye and have a great new year and take care.